Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Metcalf Training YouTube channel. We're out here, it's a lovely Saturday morning. We're about to head up to Moorways in Derby for the first day of the East Midland Regional Swimming Championships, the Long Course Championships. I'm really looking forward to it. This is a special competition to me for a lot of reasons. But yeah, very much looking forward to it. We're going to hop in the car now, drive up there, and we've got a hotel for the rest of the weekend. So let's get after it. 100 freestyles first up today. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Race 1 back after 3 weeks off. Well, it's more like 2.5 weeks off because I did do a couple of sessions before this competition. But yeah, you heard right. I had a long break after Sunderland, as I said I was going to, because as I said in Sunderland, my back injury was very bad. I was beaten up and I was actually ill as well. So I had a lot of things to heal, a lot of things to get over. My back injury is not 100% better, but it's a lot better than it was, and I was in decent shape to come and race. However, my fitness levels were not something I was 100% confident in, given that I hadn't really touched water until this race. But yeah, here we go. Charging up the first 50 of the 100 freestyle here in lane 3 in the red shorts there. Disappeared there as we make the turn. That's a decent turn, nice breakout, and we're going to be trying to hang on to lane 4 down this second length here. You know, I was actually thinking during this race, I'm not feeling too unfit here. You know, by this point I'm normally hurting anyway, and I must be honest, I wasn't hurting any more than normal. So yeah, we're coming in here for a solid heat swimmer, 53.2, and that will qualify us safely for the final later on. So straight into the 100 freestyle final. I knew this was going to be a tough race from lane 1, as the heat was a 53.2, which is quite a bit off my best. So I thought I've got to go some here to get in the race. So I was really trying to get out a bit faster than I did in the heats, because I was very slow to 50. And I did that turning 0.6 faster than I did in the preliminary rounds, which is good. Very strong under the flags here, and that's a very strong turn actually. Just the one fly kick, so get up and swimming. Struggled to hold my breath off the walls for long underwater these days, but nevertheless we're up and stroking well now. Still holding it strong down here, really trying to push the back half, having a great race with the guy next to me. 15 to go here if the race is really starting to hurt now. This was a really tight race, as you can see, but I'm coming in towards the finish now. Get that head down for a 52.87, which is a half-second improvement on the heat, and really not a bad swim after 3 weeks off, recovering from injury. Under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you, then I'll ask what happened. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the post-100 freestyle final phase. I'm absolutely spent after that. Very good race, executed really well. Couldn't be happier with it, to be honest, given the circumstances. Faster than I went in Sunderland 3 weeks ago now, and the last 3 weeks I've had have just been completely off. So yeah, and it hasn't even been like resting being off, it's just been trying to heal my injuries. So yeah, really happy to go faster. Time will tell if that's going to be enough to qualify for nationals, but we can be optimistic and happy with what was a very well executed swim. Day 2 of East Midland Regional Championships 2024. It's the 50 freestyle up this morning. It's just after 11 and we're about to head to the pool in our wonderful Loughborough Town t-shirt. So here we go then, race time. This is the 50 freestyle heat up first. I was aware that it was going to take a lot to get back for the finals later on that evening, so I needed to put a strong swim together. I was just focusing on holding the water, sitting high in the water, and just hitting the point where I wanted to make a breath, hitting the breakout and hitting all the other details that you've got to hit for a 50 freestyle. I was quite unsure with how my top end speed was going to be, as obviously, like I've said already a few times now, I had a decent break after the last competition, so I was maybe second guessing myself a little bit, but I was just trying to keep relaxed and keep the stroke rate in a good sort of place. Nice breath in there to really get some oxygen in the lungs before the start. Really, really clean entry and some good strong fly kicks for me there. Nice breakout, and I'm just getting into the stroke now. Don't want to overspin early, because if you overspin your arms early, that's really inefficient and a terrible place to be. But I'm looking good here. I'm looking nice. I'm keeping my rate actually a little bit lower than normal, given that it's a heat swim, but obviously still trying to do a good strong job. That's 39 strokes into the wall there, which is, it's on the low end for me. I've never been 39 in a race before, but it was a good one breath 50 freestyle for a time of 23.91, which had me a good centre lane for the final. So job very well done in the morning there. So very quickly we're back to final time again now. This is the money time, so to speak. Just there prepping behind lane 3, getting the mind in the right place. Not that it already isn't, but just focusing on putting the best swim I possibly can together on this day. Thinking about how it's going to look in my mind before we do it. Really focusing intensely, but not trying to be too tense, because again, if you get too tense, it's not going to lead to good results. Keeping the body language relaxed, but keeping the mind and the focus very strong. I like to take a couple of big breaths before I get up on the block, and then when I'm on the block, I take another big breath to make sure that there's going to be no desperation for oxygen during a race outside of my predetermined breathing point. Now we've got to note that lane 4 withdrew very late. Don't know why. I like to think they're running scared of the big boy at Metcalf training, but that's only a theory. Anyways, joking aside, it was a very strong field here. Everyone was separated by a very little margin in the heats. I believe it was about 0.6 or 0.7 everyone was separated by, so we knew, well, I knew it was going to be close going in, and I knew that I had to execute a very good swim if I wanted to get to the podium. Very strong breakout there. Actually looked like I went through 15 first, and looks like I'm approaching 25 first, but I think lane 4 is just past me now, and lane 7 down on the bottom side here is going very strong now, but I'm keeping it together. I hit my breathing spot, my head's down now, I'm getting really tired, but we get into the wall and that's 23.62. Very strong swim, very nice bronze medal. Very, very happy with that. Same time as I went pretty much at the Sunderland meet, and a few tenths quicker than I went at Olympic trials, regardless of the fact that I had 3 weeks off. So I guess it just shows that healing up my injuries and not doing anything for 3 really had its benefits. So this is just a close-up of my dive and breakout. My dive and breakout was actually very strong here, which is great news, because when I was injured I couldn't get off the blocks, so it just shows that my back has healed nicely. Really hit that breakout, and that's just me there struggling to see the time, see the scoreboard, as it was right in the back left corner of the aquatic centre, so I'm squinting there. Maybe I need to get a pair of glasses. Great swim all round, really happy with that result. So after that great success, I decided to go out for some dinner, and I ended up getting this lovely pizza from the main shopping centre in Derby, which is this, and this just looked like some weird back room with all the doors shut. So yeah, just thought it looked kind of cool. It's the final day of Long Course East Midland Championships 2024. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning out here. Look at that gorgeous sky. It's 5 or 6 minutes past 8, and to be honest, on a normal day this time is like the middle of the night for me. I'd be fast asleep right now. But this morning we've got a job to do. We've got the 50 fly heats, so let's put a solid race together. Hopefully my back's going to be okay. It seemed to recover quite well last night, so hopefully it'll be okay, and we'll smash a good race together. Day 3 warm-up done. At one point I thought I was going to do a cold swim because they didn't have the warm-up pool open, and I didn't get here early enough to go in the actual warm-up. But yeah, back was feeling okay on the flat actually, which is a good sign. I just think I've got to get out of my own head with it, because prior to my time off, swimming fly was so painful. It was terribly painful, so I think I'm just subconsciously protecting myself and not getting the most out of my stroke, but hopefully we can put that right in this heat which is about to come up. So ladies and gentlemen, I actually was debating whether to include this or not. This is the 50 fly, and as you saw in the previous clip, I was kind of trying to talk myself into this, you know, everything's gonna be all right, your back's gonna be all right, when prior to the break, swimming fly was just not viable. And I think after last night's relative success in the 50 freestyle, I got carried away. So no, I shouldn't have done this, and as you're gonna see in a minute, it's quite a poor swim. I'll give the result away now. It was 26.5. That is not only 1.3 seconds over my PB, but it's also half a second slower than I was when I was 14, which is crazy. But yeah, I think the diving 15 here is decent. Not as good as it's been all week because it's very early in the morning, but still. But as you can see here, my stroke's just not looking fluid. I'm just hitting the water, I'm not really catching, I'm not engaging my core, not doing any of that because my back's just not there, and I'm sinking, I'm dragging my hips. So yeah, really poor swim there to end what was actually a very good meet. Quite frustrating with that, but not too angry because like I said, it was a very, very great weekend. Really, really happy with the results all in all, so I can't be too mad about that. We extended the bank holiday weekend and the competition weekend with a nice hour and a half in the spa. It was absolutely beautiful, yeah, it was just gorgeous. Lovely way to spend a Monday evening. So that's regionals over and done with. 50 fly really wasn't the best, but it's really messed up my back. I probably shouldn't have done it in hindsight, but it is what it is. Take 2 or 3 more weeks off now and I should be hopefully right as rain. But yeah, a very solid weekend as you've seen. Very, very happy with the results all in all. And yeah, looking forward to what the rest of the year has to offer after another little break. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Check out Metcalf Training on Instagram, and I'll see you soon.